Welcome everyone, and nice to see you on the stream. I see we've got a few guys there already. Not sure if this is everybody's cup of tea. I just thought I'd be a little bit different this afternoon. I've messed around with 2020, so I might as well mess around with Explain, I suppose. And this is the FlyJSim Q4XP. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy seeing something just a little bit different, but at least I'll explain. Hello, Tommy. Welcome, welcome. I think I seem to recall you've also got this one. We've spoken about this before. So I don't know, did you come right with flying it the other time we spoke about it? Right, so anyway, this is a magnificent model, and this is really a thing of beauty on the outside. To be honest, the only negative thing I really can say about it is I don't think the internal graphics is that good. I'm pretty sure that they can do an upgrade to this, and I'm hoping that they do, because this looks like FS9 to me. But anyway, it's functional, and that's all that matters. Okay, cool, Tommy, excellent. So yeah, I'm gonna run through the basics here and get going, and we'll see what happens. I'm more familiar with the one in P3D. This one doesn't have all the systems and everything. It's not as complete as that one. But I'll improvise. I'll make a plan to make it work, I'm sure. Hello, Robert. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. I always wonder who's going to watch something else other than Zebo. So it's nice to see at least a handful of guys here. So just to put you guys in the picture as well, this is us down there. We're going to go up over the Alps and we're going to land in Innsbruck. That is the plan. We're setting up for the ILS on runway 08. So hopefully everything goes according to plan. Right, just a quick note for the guys flying for the Skymatix VA. Guys, it is impossible to match the load. It just doesn't work, not in this aircraft, for the simple reason that the guys here are using, let me zoom in, show you, they're using male, female and children with different weights, and then they mix it. So there's no way of guessing how many of each that they're putting in there. So as we're going to load, let me actually quickly go to my load sheet there. It's impossible. It's not like the Zebo or the PMDG where you can actually state, I've got 48 passengers, it's a fixed value, and then you match the figures. So the only two things that you can match if you are a Skymatix VA pilot, and for that matter if you use SimBrief and this OFP as well, it's the same story. Match, I beg your pardon, it's the fuel and the zero fuel weight. I went to the wrong one. It's not the takeoff weight, it's zero fuel weight and the fuel, so it's those two. So those are the only figures that you can't really match. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to skip a lot of this, and I'm gonna go to the time on route. Over here we can actually see I'm going to use the greater value. So the block time, including all the planning and everything, is 1 hour and 17 minutes. I'm going to make it like 1.5 hours. Why not? It gives it a nice feeling. Right, so we're saying 1,500 there. Then total fuel, we're going to look at 2,600. I'm just running it off 30. In the OFP it is 2,624. I'm just running it off. Okay, and then the zero fuel value is 24,660. 24,660. Alright, so the moment we put the zero fuel weight in and it takes the fuel into consideration, it actually calculates a fictitious cargo and pax value for you. We don't care. We're happy. We've done what we had to do, and then we're just going to confirm the load. Right, so now it should start loading for us, and we can start concentrating on setting up. So I've set mine to automatically connect my external power. It just makes my life so much easier. You can start setting up all the screens. We'll get the brightness and everything set as we go. Okay, now just a small disclaimer before I go too far. I'm not as familiar with this aircraft as I am with Zibo and 738 as such, so don't consider this the ultimate training experience. I'm going to basically show you how I do it. It's probably wrong on some other level, but it's functional, so just bear that in mind, guys. Right, okay, so that takes care of all of those ones. Let's see if we can start up these ones. Right, they're going to have to run through their tests now as well. While they're doing that, let's look at the overhead. We've done the first bit of things. I'm just going to warm up my windows a little bit. Sure, be like in a neutral over there. Nav lights can come on for sure. Those can come on. Arm the emergency exits. Right, I'm just gonna have that on normal for now. Some air to come through. Right, those ones can come through as well. I'll set some lighting. Where art thou? There. Right. Right, we'll do the APU later on when we're ready to set up everything. Right, so now we can accept you and we can accept you. I did check the database, that is all up to date, so that's fine. Right, let's start with this side and let's look at our weather. Right, 1013, we've got 37 degrees. Bit of gusts. Wow. Yeah. It's a lot. Okay. So, I've got a PDF from my previous model that helps me with all of this. If we go, whoops. Takeoff weight 27, so I'm going to use 28. I know it's above 20 degrees, and then just need to check field elevation. What is our field elevation here? Can't remember. 821. Okay, so we can use the column 0. Right. So now we're going to set up V1 and VR is going to be the same, which will be 131. Right, V2 is going to be 132. 32. Then we want to look at, we'll do a flaps 10 takeoff, so we're looking at 137. That value, and the climb is 158. Oops. Wow, that thing loses focus very quickly. Right, that'll be 158. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that takes care of that. Barrow, we are at 1013 apparently. Alright, so that's about right. Alright, our decision altitude, I'm going to set that to 1000. Right, I'm not sure if this one does the same as the one in B3D, so if you don't set this DH before the time, a lot of things don't work. It's dependent on it, so I'm not sure if that's the same in this case. Right, then what we want to do is we want to set our source to FMS1, which we're going to set up later. And while we're doing this one, let's do that one as well, source. There's FMS2 for that side. You can be quiet. Right, so what next? Okay. According to SimBrief, we're going to fly at 260. I hope we've got enough time to reach 260, so I'm going to set up 260. And click on altitude, select. Right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use indicated airspeed, and I'm going to roll that up to 158 to match our climb speed. There we go. Right. Then what I want to do is I want to quickly look at our departure. Let's do a quick look. Right, so we have a departure on heading, the runway heading, and then we turn out. So what I'm going to do is I am in fact going to go for nav. Right, so I'm going to enable LNAV. Alright, so what's going to happen is we're going to take off. We can either choose heading select or LNAV as usual. In this case, because the chart says we're going straight, we're going to use LNAV, and the moment I enable the autopilot, I don't have to go and circle and stretch myself and find a whole lot of buttons to press. I'm literally just going to enable autopilot. That will enable yaw damper and immediately put us into the level change mode with lateral navigation. Woo. That's a good plan. Right, okay, so what else do we need here? Nothing over here, but we need to put the spoilers in taxi mode, otherwise they're going to deploy. We don't want them to deploy when we don't want them. Right, let's move on over. Let's see what else we can do over here. Right, there's not much we want to do there. We just want to switch on the anti-skid. That must become available to us. Right, radios are set. We don't have to worry about anything here. There's no ground terrain or weather radar yet. It's inop. A couple of things don't work. Even TCAS don't even work. So we'll leave it as that. Right, then I suppose we can start programming this one. Okay, so let's start with our fuel and stuff. Does not want to work there. Let's go for fuel on board then. Let's do that. Fuel quantity cruise total. Don't we need to go back there? 2630. So that gives us that. Why can we not put the gross weight? Okay, we'll put 0 fuel weight. Maybe that's my mistake. Let's put 0 fuel weight. So that's 24660. Donkey. 2640, right? 2630. Right, so that gives us the gross weight 27,220 versus 27,290. That's good enough. We're not going to cry about that. Right, flight plan LFLL. Then from FLL, we are going to go to. In actual fact, let's do that, and let's do menu, let's do departure. This works slightly different in this model than the previous model. Hello, Scotsman. I'm doing great. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great as well. And analyzer to Sierra. That's number 17. And enter again and flight plan. Alright, okay, so that puts our departure in place for us. So then after RISOR, we're going to go to the list and we're going to use Airways. UT47 is number 3. We're going to go to number 1, GEMLA. Then we're going to go to GODRA. Suppose that's right. Then GAMSA. Looks like it's GAMSA. GAM. Yes. Okay. There we go. GAMSA. Then a list again. Then airway again. November 8, 7, 1. Oh, there it is. You see, trying to program it as programming the Zebra. November 871, and we are going to MADEB. MADEB is number 8. Enter. Hey, 737. MADEB. Right, and then we're going to go to LOWI. Enter. Accept. We're going to do now is menu arrival. Runway is 08, so that's number 1. Number 4. Here is no transition. Yeah, I messed up there. I'm pretty sure I messed up. Order one is number 4. Enter. Here we go. There is what we missed. Right, we want to have RNP Zulu. We're not doing an ILS. That's interesting. RNP Zulu on 08. That is number 3. Elm. Yes, we're doing Elm. And now we can put it in the flight plan. The one thing that you can't do with this aircraft, and the funny thing is I've seen older versions of videos of guys on YouTube, they can step through the ND. I can't. It just doesn't work. I actually mute my mic from time to time, but not when I'm talking in at this moment in time. It was otherwise. I don't know. I don't think I've muted it many times tonight. Right, okay, so we want to go down to somewhere. Let's go look at VNAV. 749. I'll bring my mic a little bit closer, Tommy. Hope that helps you. Don't want to be at 13,000 over there. That's not going to help us. 749. I'm going to make that one 2,900. 2,900. Right, but shout if it happens again. I don't do it on purpose. It might be that I'm just whispering too softly. WI754. 2,900. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so the one thing I haven't really mastered in this aircraft is how now to set up the VNAV, because I can do it, but it's like cumbersome. It's like a pain in the ass compared to what I'm used to. So let's give it a try. We want to have that one, right? So we now go to number 4. Actually, you know what? Let's write it out. WI754. Maybe that's what I do wrong. WI7. Let's see, it doesn't want it. We're going to put number 4 and enter. Alright, maybe. I've thought about this. Maybe we should do it in the air or something. I don't know. I haven't really seen anybody give me a clear-cut answer on this yet. So we've got it to 9. That's takeoff. Obviously, that's the wrong thing to do. There's 2,900. Right, okay. That looks better. That gives me my target as 2,900, and then when we're in the air, we'll do the actual vertical speed thing. Right, okay, so that helps us. Right, that's done. There's nothing else we need to do here. So I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I hope I'm ready. Let's transfer it quickly. Transfer it from FMS1. And let's start our APU while we're at it. Right now, right, it's transferred, so now we have that one active and we have this one active. Yeah, that looks like it. You know what I didn't do? I didn't start my loading, so we'll do a fast load quickly. I never clicked the load button. Time to buy it, Scotsman. Time to get it. Anyway. Right, okay, so I suppose That's done. Okay, because we didn't do the load proper, this better pushback never came, so I better set that up quickly. Hey cars too. Not sure what you mean with that, sorry. Blunt moment. But this thing has got most of everything that you need. You don't really need much more than this. So yeah, it's got everything you really need in terms of the information to fly from point A to point B. There are systems, hello Jordan, that are not included with this aircraft yet. That is in the real aircraft and that we have in P3D, but you know, I'm not gonna cry about it. Better push back. Start the push
Run
back.
to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Nice to see you, Jordan. How are you doing, buddy? Are you okay?
Run to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Oh, this A-cars. Okay, the other A-cars. My A-cars has started, yes. Oh, exciting times, Jordan. Exciting times. I can imagine. Well, I tell you one thing, Scotsman, it's late in the afternoon. I'm really concentrating on this aircraft. So, if I sound lost at some point in time,
Okay.
you know, I'm lost.
Are closed. Ready to connect.
No, I'm not even going to pretend I'm not.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback and you may start engines.
I appreciate it, Scotsman. I will cry for help when I need it, I promise. Okay, Tommy, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Ah, I took too long. Come on, man. Come back down. Right, took too long.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Now I need an airport chart to get to the runway. Oh, guess what I forgot? Steering. Thick. There we go. Now the steering will work. Oops. Jordan, hope you're still here. It's Q4 cute. A couple of nice things. Look, even got a cup holder over there. Just noticed that it don't work. More light on the subject. Right, so flaps goes down to 10. I want to say something else before we get going. Let me just park up here at the old short. Thank you, Scotsman. Tell you one thing, this is one heck of an aircraft to fly out. Right, let me quickly show you this. Check how nice they made this. You can even use your blinds. Check. How nice is that? And you can actually do this. You can literally go have a seat. And no one will disturb you. How's that? Now somewhere at the back of the aircraft I saw that you can open some of the luggage compartments to the overheads and stuff. That really did well, did nice. Anyway, let's get going. Recorder, where on earth would I find that? Why is it not? Is it something I have to press? I can't remember seeing that before. I don't know. Flight data recorder, it's on here. Probably it will go off in there, I don't know. Can't really set it any other way, it just goes one way. Ground test, done. Right, we don't need all the anti-ices and all the other stuff, so I think we're ready to go. Buckle up guys, hold on tight.
Approaching 17 right.
Right, so now we are in flight mode.
On runway 17 right.
We don't need more than that. Hello, Iceman. There's our autopilot, guys, and now we just sit back and relax and we'll manage everything from here. wobbly, to be quite honest. It's okay, but it's a bit wobbly. If you look at the wind is definitely a factor. I mean, wow. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I don't have that actual speed chart with me, but what I am going to do is I'm going to increase my indicated airspeed to at least 180. I can't remember the exact value it should be, and it's also dependent on weight as far as I know. Anyway, so we're just going to run with it. Right, flaps are up. Wait another 1,000 foot, then I'm just going to bring back the power and into the climb configuration. See, those are the kind of things I don't really know when to do it. I'm improvising. Don't know why my recorder is not working. Still not working. No idea if it was a press of a button or something disabled and it's just not happening. Your test flight go?
Perfect, Nick. Absolutely perfect.
Good. I'm really glad.
It works.
Good.
But like always, when you get to with ATC, you need to deafen when you're in Discord.
Yeah, of course. Flight 737, many years ago, many years ago. I still can't figure out, Uncle John, in this flight that I'm doing now, there's one error that I have no idea. In fact, there are two errors, and I don't know how to get rid of it.
Okay.
I did pull up my gear on my actual Bravo. Look, it's showing it's up.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I think what happened? I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened. Damn it, this is terrible. I was sitting here playing, guys, and I did this.
You pulled out the... no!
Yeah, I think what I did was I interfered with the actual hydraulics. So I'm not sure if this will actually help me pull it up, or you see, look, I did this twice. Now I don't know how to do it the other way around, you see, because maybe that is... Just close the door. Okay, there's Alex. Sorry?
That's not supposed to come off the wall.
No, it is, because it's your manual gear extension.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, it's pulling it in. Alex, you're a star. Look at that. Look at that. Look at
And
that.
your gears up.
Yeah.
And your gears up.
Alex used to fly these things in the real world, and he's our training captain in the 7-3. Okay, I'm an idiot. Thank you. I've learned something very valuable today. Thank you so much, Alex.
Alex, you made him a very, very happy man.
Oh yeah, I'm smiling ear to ear, man. Ear to ear, yeah. Telling you, it's amazing.
That was not sitting very proudly with his OCD.
No, definitely not. I was pressing buttons, Scotsman. Yeah. Okay, now let's see. Okay, Alex, next question. I don't know how to get this flight data recorder to work proper. I've pressed the button. I don't know what else to do. I must have broken it also by pressing some other button. If you can figure that one out for me, it will be cool too.
I'll be back in a bit, Nico.
Okay. It's not the end of the world, Alex. Don't worry about it. I was just taking advantage of you. Just realized I never said this. It's about roughly the rate where we need to be. Okay, that's up, that's right. Strokes. Yeah, no worries, buddy, no worries. Oh, there it's off. Look, it's off. I'm thinking it's connected to the lights. I don't know if I'm right or not, but the moment I fiddled with the lights, it went out. Look, it's gone. I changed the off beacon light to a red beacon light. Yes, that's it. The anti-collision light. That was what it was. rough around the edges, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Turbulence here. Yeah, it's moving, eh? Christer.
Back home again. I saw you were planning to do a flight.
Yeah, doing it.
Okay. Have you taken off yet?
Yes, sir.
I'm setting up for the same flight actually.
Well, if you fly the Zebra, you're going to be there before me because I'm flying the Q400, so it's slow.
Okay. Are you going with the Bio?
No, I didn't because nobody else wanted to fly with me.
No, I don't have a problem with flying.
Okay,
But I'm coming, sir.
good. Remember your A-cars, then I can see you on the map.
Yes, sir. Just stop there. But the startup takes some time because I brought the hardwicks so it's going to take some time.
But it sounds good, that's good.
Yeah. There we go.
Alex, I'm sitting here talking to you and my mic's muted. Okay, if I go to more power than there in the middle, I get a bleed error. So you're gonna have to come and give me some proper guidance at some point in time if you have time. You know, when your family's on holiday and what we spoke about. And then we might do a flight together just quickly. So I can just polish myself, because right now I'm literally just doing, you know, half of what I can remember and half of what I'm trying to improvise from based upon what I'm seeing happening right now. So proper tuition would be in order. I would love that. It's a similar thing. It's about the principle. I don't think the principle is going to be different. You know, like you were saying about the climb power and all these things. So it's all about the principle, and that's going to be invaluable for me to just get it again. I'm not sure if we're back in ortho areas, but basically, no, this is standard X-plane, but the add-on is X-Enviro. X-Enviro puts the snow on the mountains, so that's the only additional thing here. There, it looks like there's some orthos there. I've got some scenery in the area that messes around with default versus ortho, unfortunately. So this looks like default. There's a patch of ortho peeking through. If you look at it this way, this looks like that side to the left is ortho and the other side is not ortho. It's like it begins here again. I think if memory serves me well, it's that LFLL scenery. It contains a scenery mesh portion to it, and it overrides my orthos basically. At this rate, you're going to land and buy food and drink for us while I'm still coming along, eh?
You're funny, but I'll happily do so.
Good.
I happily do.
Yeah. Look, I love this aircraft, but compared to the Ziba, it's slow. It's very slow.
Yeah. But yeah, on the other hand, it's a different kind of training and practice, you know?
Yeah, totally different.
Totally different, yeah. So, me personally, I do the helicopter for another aircraft and training and practice, but this is really nice. This is really nice. And actually, I do believe we do the props far too little, actually.
Yeah. The other day I created a little flight, and then Uncle John says he's flown it twice already from Innsbruck down into the valley next to that lake where Sasso always goes and have his holiday. It's on the way to LIME. And then we flew with the little Piper 28 turbo arrows all the way through the valleys. So about an hour flight with the Piper arrow. And that was actually quite nice. Just something different.
Is. Something different, yes sir. Absolutely. I'd like to take the helicopter from the Bolzano airport, LIBZ.
Okay.
And it's about 70 miles, 50, 60, 70 miles from Innsbruck.
Okay.
And you also fly through the belts.
Yeah. Nice.
It's excellent. It's so freaking nice.
Yep. Yeah, Steve, that's where Alex flew them, and I mean, he is from the Caribbean. That's his home place, and I can imagine the island hopping in this thing. I added LOWI flights. I added the Madrid flights. I've added LEJR flights in the last 3 days. I've done quite a bit of flights. The next bunch of flights that I'm planning on putting in, Steve, is for the Greek islands, because that's another place where this aircraft is going to really perform magnificently. And then when I speak to Alex, I'll get a couple of tips on the routes for the Caribbean next. So I'm taking it chunk by chunk, section by section, and then we add the routes into the VA. Just realized I don't have Experialistic enabled in this camera view, so I've now switched it on. I haven't done any settings, so it might be a little bit exaggerated, but it would be fun to see. I really should get in the habit of actually setting up Experialistic for all my add-ons, because I started with the Zibo and it's really nice, but I don't have it for any other add-on. I need to do that.
I have it for my helicopter too, but I have to turn down the settings.
Yeah, I also did that now that you mentioned it. I've got it. Are you still flying the old 407 that we just had forever? That one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I bought the GAMSA 206 the other day. It's really looking nice and all. I struggled to fly it, and then he brought out the fix, and then it was better. But I haven't tried it again.
Hold on.
Huh?
Hold on.
What? What?
Hold on.
Okay, I'm hands up
Right,
here.
I know what's wrong.
With
Give me
what?
a sec.
Wondering if he's in our conversation.
I don't know, sir.
Right, I'm talking.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, no.
Hold on a second.
I'm a
Hold on. He doesn't even realize he's still online.
Okay.
He's not talking to us.
No, I'm still on the 407, and the main reason is for that I read about the flight HeliSim homepages and websites, and they claim that 407 is one of those helicopters that's really close to real life.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so that's why I stick to it, because I'm not that involved in HeliSim, so I really don't know what other aircraft there is to use. I really don't know. So I've stayed focused on the 407, and now I know how to hand fly it. I know how to fly it.
Exactly. Yeah, me too. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just bought the GAMSA because it's obviously a newer generation rendition, and I mean, it's now current, it's being developed, and it will go into X-Plane 12. My question, if the 407 that you and I are talking about is going to be in X-Plane 12, was kind of sidestepped. So whether it is a question of I don't know yet, or no, it's not, but I don't want to tell you. See, I don't know. And
me neither.
Yeah, so in lieu of that, I said, well, let me get this new one because I knew it's being developed, it's going forward, and then I get used to it. But you and I'll have to talk separately. I don't want to talk too much about it here now. But yeah, then at least I have another option.
Yeah, I understand. But I'm quite convinced that either way, when X-Plane 12 arrives, I think we have to test out a lot of things.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to settle, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm so convinced of it. And we have to keep calm, take a breath and keep calm.
Yes, agree.
Yeah, and test out and see what works and see what doesn't work and so on. And I'm not sure about the 407, but on the other hand, there is not a lot of blue aspects in the 407. There's some small things, yes, but there's not a lot of them. So I'm not sure if it's able. I mean, if I'm able to tell yes or no, I'm not able to.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I haven't been on his forum in a while. He might have posted on the forum. Yeah, so let's go have a look.
Yeah. And either way, I'm convinced there will be coming some updates anyway.
Absolutely.
And that's also because of the new settings for the scenery. Also. For instance, in the Zebra mod, you have the door positions and the wheel positioning in parking and so on and so forth. So it needs to be adapted to the new X-Plane 12.
Yeah, for sure. Well, most of the Zebo is done, So going to be a small hop, skip and jump to get into 12. And it's basically going to be if Laminar changes anything from now until then, which they probably will.
Yeah. And also another thing to consider is that we really don't know if the coming issues are about the Zebra mod or about the sim.
Yes, explain here.
We don't know. So because it's so brand new,
Well, we're gonna test ourselves silly, I promise you.
Yeah. I'd love to be part of that.
Yep.
I just love to be the detective.
This aircraft is really flying nicely, See, now you can see over here, definitely we have autos. Definitely, you can see the difference immediately. You guys are very quiet there on the stream. I hope you guys are okay. Thank you, Scotsman. Yeah, I'm not familiar, by the way. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not familiar with the whole Kathmandu area. The only place I know is Baro in that area, to be honest. So I'll have to investigate.
Well, I'm taking off.
Good luck, Krister. Watching all the moves. Thank you, Iceman. Bloggerman, yes. Go ahead. Bloggerman, somebody in the Zibo pilots group, Chris, he's just made mention of it. I was reading it as you were posting it, so that's the only guy that have mentioned it. If you guys have a problem with it, please put it in the Zibo forum, then Zibo can see. He's made so many changes. I would not be surprised at all if the save function and recall function does not work at this point in time. He's been super busy, so obviously those kind of things need to catch up, in time, so yeah. Iceman, the big story with this plane that I figured out is you need to land with power on, or you need to wait literally below 10 feet before you cut, because the moment you cut the thrust on this thing, it becomes a rock. It will fall. Remind me in a few days, Scotsman, then we can investigate it. Thanks, Bill. Zibo's current focus is on all the failures. Alex, that was chatting here with me earlier, he's the training captain that is helping Zibo set up all the failures and everything, because Alex uses the Zibo mod in real-world training, and just a little background information, so it has to be spot on, and that's why Alex is giving his expertise to everything, and that's what they're busy with now, mainly. So if anything else goes amiss, and if it's not on the forums, you're just going to forget about it. Right, anyway, that's the top of descent coming over there. I still think Krista is going to beat me.
We'll see. I'm just taking off at 3,500 feet, and I still have to put on my command hay. I haven't done that yet.
Okay. Well, Christer, I have no idea what scale I'm on. Let's see. Top of descent is 61.2 nautical miles for me. It says 12 minutes. Then I'm only going to start my descent, and I'm really slow. I'm flying at 188 knots indicated. My 3
let's see. Let's see. I'm about to land at 1814 soon.
I don't see any like this. Let's see if I can see. Doesn't give me like an ETA.
Okay.
Hang on, let's see. To LOWI. It's 25 minutes to LOWI. My ETA is 1746, so I'm going to be slightly before you then.
Yeah. And I have my TOD at 1750.
Yeah, then I should be on the ground just before you.
Dang.
Now my ground speed is 304. Yours is going to be at least 100 or 150 more than that.
Yes, sir. And also I had the rated takeoff and cutbacks.
Okay.
It takes a while for me to gain speed.
Gotcha. and I'm sitting here talking to him with my mic muted. Thank you. Sorry, Alex. I have no idea, buddy. That's why I said you need to come and give me some training, because I'm just doing what I think I should be doing. I have no idea whether I screwed something up or not. I don't know. Because my biggest concern, I mean, you can see there, I'm flat out except for emergency power. The moment I push my power forward like that, I get the bleed notice. So I'm not sure what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong or anything. I don't know.
Nico, I think it's MCR is actually in between the two FMCs.
I don't know. You got me.
Yeah, it's the middle button of those three.
Wait, there's MCR over there.
MCR and MCR.
And okay, that's climb and that's cruise, I suppose. So MCR is actually cruise. Oh, bloody hell, look at that. I'm now overspeeding like crazy. See, now we've started our descending. Alex, with you by my side, we're going to go very far, buddy, I'm pretty sure. But at this point in time, I suck big time. Sebastian, appreciate it.
Go on.
What's the regulations for props in Innsbruck?
It basically says land on the runway, don't die.
Okay.
What regulations are you looking for? What do you need?
No, I'm just curious because in the civil mode there are quite a few, you know? But I'm wondering about the props because they're going a bit slower.
Yeah. So I did not really read them. I'm gonna lie to you if I make up nonsense now. I'm worried about the marbles, and I'm worried about the passengers' marbles, and that's it.
Yeah. Usually me too.
That's it. Right now, if we make it, we make it.
Yeah, exactly. Usually me too.
You won't believe it. As usual, my little cat has now come for her evening cuddle and the rub and what have you. The moment I stop, she goes meow, 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 meow. Very clingy. Alex, it is. I love this aircraft. Don't get me wrong. This is a magnificent aircraft, but I'm flying it like I feel, not like I know, you know. Barber pole speeds. No, man, not that much. I can increase my thrust a little bit, but gee, I don't want to go kiss the barber poles the whole time. Alex, in this particular model, this is like my 5th or my 6th flight, okay? I'm used to the P3D1. Now that one I flew many times. And then I had like the break with Zebo in between. So we're talking 4 or 5 year break kind of a thing, in which in that time I maybe flew the P3D1 2 or 3 times. And now I'm into this thing. So I'm rusty as anything when it comes to this aircraft.
But what about the thingy-me-bob?
The thingy-me-bob, Crester, I put it under my seat. I'm kicking it in position with my heels.
Yeah.
I've got it.
We're talking about marbles and now thingy-me-bobs.
Yeah. The difficult one was the Zuber pooping system. We had to close the door on that one.
Yeah. We sure know what we're talking about. Right?
You see.
Yeah.
The Scotsman, yeah. I'm doing my best.
No, like you say, as a proper trainer would be excellent in this area. Absolutely excellent.
Yeah. I had a friend a few years ago. We used to work together. He used to fly this year in South Africa. Can't remember if it was for Airlink or SA Express, one of those two, I can't remember which one. And I lost his contact details. Pity.
Yeah. Aren't there any forums for this kind of aircraft?
There must be. I know FlyJSim has got it, but you know, Christer. It's
Good
not a
question.
No,
Good
it's
question to join the Discord and do some practice training.
yeah.
Pitching.
I think I'm on the FlyJSim Discord. I just need to go check. My biggest problem is I don't often get time that I'm not busy. You know, this is an aircraft that you need to do when you're wide awake and rested and capable. You know, just to relax, to take it in. I'm so busy during the week that my time is really limited. And to be quite honest, you know my Zebo comes first. This is just I forced myself because I wanted to, you know, to do something different.
No, just a suggestion, Nico. Because you know, time is what you get and what you take. It's not what you get. It's not God's given time. It's what you take. What you plan for, you know?
Yeah. Well, so far so good. You know, as things, you know, go up and down in life and I get more time here and there, I'll put this one in. Now, obviously, when me and Alex can give it a go, I'll make specific time for it. See what it's like.
That would be absolutely excellent. Make some time. Do a training session for 2 hours. Record it. That would be excellent.
See, there's that barber pole.
I have 70 miles to top of this one, so I'm just grabbing something to drink.
No problem. I'm just behind the mountain. Innsbruck is just after this little piece over there. So I'm close to that.
I see that. It's so close to that.
It does look amazing. I mean, really, it's just Is wow. Really nice. This is a very beautiful RNAV approach on the mountains into this valley here. Slowing down now. One thing about this aircraft is for sure is you've got to really manage the power really well. You've watched me slip up and down a little bit here, but man, if you can do this thing proper, this must be amazing. Even more than now, because it is amazing right now. Just waiting to go below 200 and I'm going to put out my first flap quickly. Realistic really does make a difference. Oh.
2500.
Closer. Laps 15. Let's give it a little bit of power. We're going to fall out the sky now. Look at these trees below us. Wow. These engines are powerful. You've got to be so careful how you set this power, it just runs away with you.
Good luck, Nico.
Thank you. Did I spawn? Flying. Yo, Sasha, hold on, buddy, hold on. We don't want to lose you halfway. You're part of this family now, so you better hold on. Predict good. I hope so, Krister, I hope so.
Approaching 08.
500.
I think it's a good plan. If you have to do a go around, you need the power, eh? That's a good plan. Thanks, Alex. I did. You should have heard it by now.
Terrain. 100. Terrain. 40. Terrain. 30. 20. 10.
Whoa, that was hard.
5,000 feet remaining.
Whatever.
it looks good.
It's 448 feet per minute, but yeah, not bad. I can live with that.
No, not that. I don't know what's the limit for this aircraft.
I have absolutely no idea. But in my books, we made it. We made it.
Of course. Of course. We made it. Since you're ahead now, you can order some coffee and a cookie for me too.
I should do that. Ginger cookie or just normal chocolate chip or something? What's your favorite?
I like the ginger one.
Okay. And I'll make sure there's a cook sister afterwards.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Practice my landing with this baby a bit. But I'm getting more confidence. See, every time you try it, you get more confidence.
Is it able to save situations?
Negatively. Unfortunately.
So you have to do touch and go all the time.
Yes. But it's good, you know, that's how you learn. That's how we do it with the Zippo as well. Fly with hand, no automation. But like I said, now learn the feel, learn the power settings.
Yeah, the power.
I'm just taking a few screenshots. Wow. I'll put it on my Skymatix Facebook later. Ah, that was nice.
Yeah, this Orbic scenery is something special, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Just for the record, my landing in my practice flight before I did this one was 175. I just thought I'd mention it to you in case you thought I couldn't land this plane.
Okay.
It's in my logbook.
In your log, yeah.
Yeah, I love this plane. I'm gonna practice it a bit more. One day you'll see me fly it again and you'll say, wow, yeah, cool, nice.
It's a good way to practice your aviation skills. Actually.
Yeah, it is. And this Q400, because you have got to do power on landing, you can't just float it, you know. Thank you, Alex. It is really difficult to land this plane, and it does take practice. Because it's not normal. We're not used to it. Guys like me, I'm not used to doing a power on landing. It's like an Airbus. Don't take the throttle off and land it. But I think this is more difficult than Airbus. Way more difficult.
Yeah, at least it's completely different.
Yeah. Thank you, Bill, for watching. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate the support when I do something that's not necessarily Zippo related, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Nico. You taught me something tonight.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it creates a lot of drag, but I tell you what, when those props stop, you become a rocket in this aircraft. I mean, this thing, look at the airfoils. Look how small these airfoils are. This is a missile, man. This isn't an aircraft. No props, no flight. Poof, ground one way. So you either fly or you don't. There's no in between. There's just no in between. Yes, sir. No, absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's true. Just quickly get our APU going. It's going to take a few seconds and you can shut down and do our thing. Wheels up. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for watching, man. Yeah, it's waiting for me. Fine-tune this XP realistic. There we go. What else are we waiting for? We're waiting for something. All the lights are pretty much off. Apart from the strobe, which has gone to white. What light is that? No, that doesn't matter. Ah. Start the unloading. There you go. Let's log this for the VA. File the flight. So just to tell you, I'm not fibbing. This is my previous IREP, and there you can see the foot per minute, and you can actually see it was exactly the same aircraft. I flew into Innsbruck from Vienna earlier, so that was much better. I would have liked to show you that one, but anyway, we made it. Next time we'll do better again. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you have a grand rest of your day, and remember, tomorrow I might be scarce. If everything works out, we can have a nice family day, so I'll see you when I see you. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you for streaming, Nico.
You're welcome. Thanks for watching and flying with.